going on, guys? For those of you that are new to the channel, my name is Ty, and today in this video, we're going to be talking about Fantastic Four First Steps, and whether or not it can be bigger and better than the behemoth, that's a triple B right there, Superman of July, of course. Because listen, man, it's been a crazy battle this July. Of course, you've got Jurassic World, which in my opinion was pretty bad, even though it's killing it at the box office, and I was very excited for that movie, but I was pretty disappointed in it, honestly. I just thought the script was awful, the characters were bland, and it just didn't really do anything for me, even though I'm a fan of the franchise, but it's going to make $1 billion, so it doesn't really matter. Then you've got Superman, of course, which just came out. That's obviously the second to drop out of the big three, and I loved it, obviously. Its box office run is still kind of running, so we don't really know what it's going to hit, but either way, it's doing well, and now we've got Fantastic Four, and obviously I'm a big MCU fan. I'm sure that a lot of you guys are, so I wanted to kind of compare here whether or not Fantastic Four can be better than Superman. I'm going to be real with you guys, though, alright? I got to start off with my Superman love here. I thought Superman was a 5-star film. Like, I'm sorry, I'm so unapologetic about it. I can understand, like, it's the type of movie where I see why people don't think it's, like, perfect, right? Even I don't think it's perfect, I still give it 5 stars, but I genuinely just loved the movie. I loved just my experience with the film. I've seen it twice so far. I loved it. It's as simple as that. I see some of the small nitpicks, I understand, but I loved the film at the end of the day. I genuinely just had such an incredible, amazing time. I love the movie. It's really as simple as that. The characters are great. It's funny. I enjoy the story. I love Lex Luthor. I just think it's so comic booky. I think it's paced well. Maybe it's a bit too short, but I don't really care about that. And at the end of the day, I look at this and I say, can Fantastic Four be better than this movie? I feel like there's been a lot of hype for this film. I was really hyped when they dropped the second trailer. I was like, oh my god, I'm sold on this movie. And I need to be completely honest with you guys. I just am not really hyped for Fantastic Four anymore. And that's kind of the reason that I made this movie. I don't know, or this video I should say. Matt Shakman actually made the film, believe it or not. But yeah, listen, I'm going to be real with you guys. I do not see Fantastic Four being better than Superman. I want to just lay the groundwork here. I just want to give you guys my flat out answer. I can't even see a world where this movie's better. And I want to talk about why, but I think I need to become a bit of a hater here for a minute, and, you know, I never want to go out of my way to, like, hate on anybody or, like, give my negative thoughts. Realistically, like, if a movie's bad, I'll flat out tell you. I got no problem telling you, but I never want to just go out of my way to really be, like, a hater, right? But I just gotta say it. I've had this opinion for years, and I've flip-flopped back and forth, and I've been so unsure of it, and I've been so, like, afraid to express just my realistic opinion. But I need to just say what I need to say because I've just continuously been less sold on this idea. I am just not a fan of the Fantastic Four cast. I've seen the trailers. I remember 2 years ago, I was so annoyed that Pedro Pascal was cast. I just don't think he's the right guy for the role. I don't think Joseph Quinn is as good as Johnny, in my opinion. I haven't seen the movie. Eben Moss-Baccarat, like, as the Thing, fine. And Vanessa Kirby, I really like as Sue Storm. So she 1 for 4. Maybe the Thing, too. I'll say that's 2 out of 4 I really like. But I feel like this cast was, first of all, only cast because of their big names. Pedro Pascal is like Disney's boy. He's the Mandalorian, so it feels like they kind of just said, hey, how about you come over to the Marvel side? We'll just give you some big role. Reed Richards, yeah, you'll do fine. And just to be clear, I think this cast is going to do fine in the movie. Fine. But I just don't see them clicking, and I don't see them just being this godly superhero team like the Guardians of the Galaxy or the Avengers, or I don't know if there's any others that I just can't think of right now, but the Suicide Squad even, I'd say, from the 2021 movie, not the 2016 movie. I just am confused by the decision of this casting. Well, I'm not, because honestly, it's very obvious, and honestly, it feels desperate that they literally just got 4 massive names to fill these roles, because I look at Superman, and a lot of the cast is not big names except for Nicholas Hoult, so I don't know why they couldn't have done something maybe similar where you got like 2 veterans and then 2 new people, something along those lines, but I don't know what they're doing, and this is my thing. It feels like one of these things where I'm confused by the decision for another reason as well, because news just came out, because Matt Shakman said they didn't even do a chemistry test before this movie. They just hired all 4 actors, and to quote Matt Shakman, the director, who, by the way, has never really done like a feature-length film, he only did WandaVision, he said, great actors can figure out how to get chemistry. It's something along those lines, I'm paraphrasing, but basically what he said is, since all 4 of them are great actors, which I will not deny, I think they're all awesome, they're just going to have great chemistry. I don't understand why you wouldn't do a chemistry test beforehand, and again, I haven't seen the movie, but I just get this vibe, and I've seen the trailers, and I'm just like, it doesn't really seem like they're very cohesive. This has been obviously done in movies before. I look at Man of Steel, and I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry. Amy Adams, phenomenal actress. Henry Cavill, pretty good actor. I don't think he's amazing. You put them together, I think they have no chemistry in the Man of Steel movie. None whatsoever. I just don't think they click together. I don't believe they're love. They're both respectively good actors. They are, for sure. Maybe in another movie, they'd also be better. But in these roles, in that movie, not good. I don't know why you wouldn't chemistry test. Just because these stars have big names, they're not too big for a chemistry test. I think that's ridiculous, and I don't mean to be ranting about the cast for too long, but it's obviously a core part of a film is the cast and the main characters, the 4 main characters, because it's a team of 4, and I just don't really understand why they went this route. Like, I do, again, because of money. Oh, everyone loves Pedro Pascal, right? Even though I'm really not that big of a fan of him, and for no reason, really, I just don't think he fits in this role whatsoever. I look at the 2005 cast, sure, maybe Jessica Alba was miscast, but the other 3 are awesome. I look at Chris Evans as Johnny Storm, blows Joseph Quinn out of the water. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to sound like that. Joseph Quinn genuinely just looks too British. I'll be the guy to say it. I feel like Johnny Storm needs to be like kind of like the American jock, and I know he played Eddie Munson, but he was more of a weirdo there. He needs to just be like the American jock. Why'd you cast someone that literally could not look more British? I don't think that's so crazy to say. Vanessa Kirby also looks really British, but I'll give her a pass because I guess she kind of just fits the role more. I just don't know if Joseph Quinn has it, I'm going to be honest. And again, if they prove me wrong, be my guest. Like, I'm not going to go into this movie like, no matter what, I'm going to hate the cast. But at the end of the day, I'm not going in excited. I'm going to be honest with you guys, and I'm going to give my honest opinion on my channel always. I never want to just lie and be like, oh, I'm just so head over heels over this cast. No, I'm not. Moving on from there, though, I want to make one thing clear. I think everything in this movie, everything else I should say, besides the cast, I'm actually excited for. Silver Surfer, Julia Gardner, awesome. I don't care that they swapped her gender. It literally does not matter. Get over it, guys. Galactus, Ralph Ineson, that deep voice, practical effects apparently. Sometimes he's putting on the suit. Awesome. Cosmic, we're in another reality. Awesome. Future, retro-futuristic world, also awesome. Apparently, this is going to tie into Avengers Doomsday. Cool. It's going to give us a little tease for the future, which isn't super important. I just want a good movie. That's cool. I'm digging everything else. My biggest problem is arguably the most important part of the film, which is the cast. I feel like the cast of Superman clicked so well. And I'm not just glazing blindly. I'm being genuine with my opinion, because I love the MCU. I have no reason to go against Fantastic Four. I love the MCU. I'm always rooting for the MCU. But I always give my honest opinion about the MCU too. If I thought Superman was bad, I'd say it. If I thought Fantastic Four was great, I'd say it. I hope Fantastic Four blows me away. But at the end of the day, I just don't see it being a better movie. I'm going to be honest. This movie started filming pretty late, honestly. I'm pretty sure they only started filming like a year before this movie released. Superman had much more time to release, much more time in post-production. I hope they didn't rush the effects. I really hope this film ends up being like put together well. But listen, man. Can Fantastic Four be good? 100%. I pray to God it blows me away. And I could see it blowing me away. Like, I think there's a decent chance it blows me away. But I just can't get myself that excited when I'm not feeling literally the main vehicle for the story, that is our main characters. And when I say our main characters, I mean literally like 3 out of 4 of them. And again, maybe I'm being too harsh because I haven't seen the movie yet. And they could blow me away. But I just don't see Superman being worse than Fantastic Four. I just don't know if Fantastic Four is the sauce. I don't know if Matt Shakman's good enough of a director, honestly. And I just feel like with the track the MCU's been on, they're rushing, and maybe there's a chance that this movie is just going to work too hard to set up Avengers Doomsday and not give us a good story. And I'm just speculating. I don't know that. Also, there's the whole Franklin Richards thing. I think that's kind of cool. We'll see where that goes. But as long as they give us a good story, good writing, and maybe I fall in love with the cast, then I'm super down. But I just kind of want to make this last kind of Final Fantastic Four rant a little bit because I've tried to change my mind for like over 2 years or wherever this cast was announced, and I'm sorry, I just can't get over it. Like, I'm sorry. And again, if they prove me wrong, my mind is open while I'm watching the film. But I do not see Fantastic Four being better than Superman. I think Superman had just such a great story, they're just on such a roll, and something about Fantastic Four, the recent trailers, is just throwing me off a bit. But again, I could see it being great. But let me know what you guys are excited for in the comments down below. What movies the rest of the year are you excited for? How hyped are you for Fantastic Four? Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.